What are you seeing from Dylan Bates so far? He's been back healthy for you.
I like him. He's really picked his game up. He comes in every single day and is talking football. I'm surprised on what he knows right now, considering he was an outside linebacker for last year. And, he never played the position. But he takes a lot of pride in it. He's coming in every single day. I thought today he had a really good day. So he's going to be able to compete. Right now I think it's a job between him and Kenny Bynum. And I love his, he got a lot of athleticism, a lot of savvy out there. So very pleased on day 2 where Dylan Bates is at.
What made you guys decide to move him to middle?
We lost, of course, we lost players last year, but we had Kenny at the mic. We didn't have any depth at that position, so it was to me it's the best way to get him on the field. With Reeves Maben out there, him being the wheel linebacker and us playing so much 2 linebacker schemes with the nickel, you want to get your fastest player on the football field. And Reeves Maben has done a really good job playing the cover down at wheel linebacker, and we need a Mike that's more athletic and vocal.
How difficult is that transition to go from the outside to the inside?
It's the communication part of it. That's part of the most difficult part. The Mike linebacker has to get everybody lined up. Really the wheel, the keys are a lot different when you're playing out in space. And then when you're playing in a Mike position, just the action is a lot faster. It's the hybrid position where he was at last year. He's kind of a cross between a DB and a linebacker. The Mike is the Mike. He's always in the core, and in our system, he's the guy that's got to get all 11 guys lined up. So it's a big difference because he has to communicate.
And then how difficult will it be for him to play at the weight that you and Coach Jones want him to?
Yeah, right now he's at 230, which is a really good weight. Back in the days when teams line up in 2 backs and a tight end, the days where the linebacker were huge, there was 240, 245. With the game where it's played now with so much nickel and such a perimeter game, you have to have guys that be able to run. And I think with bigger linebackers that you play with, the fatigue part comes in a whole lot faster. So you want guys like the Dylan Bates that are 230 pounds that are really cerebral and they can play from sideline to sideline.
Is that where you want him to stay, right about 230?
About 230, 235. We don't see, like I said, the gap schemes that we used to see, or the guards coming off from the linebackers fast. You just don't see that anymore. And again, it's such a game now where if the ball's out on perimeter, you'll isolate a lot one-on-one, especially in the 3-by-1 game of it where you isolate the Mike. So for us, we guys got to have more athleticism. That's why I thought at the end of the season we lost athleticism at the Mike, and I thought this year we probably need to gain it back.
What's the situation with Jakob?
He had a sinus deal.
I mean, is he going to play in now? Or?
No, he'll be back at the linebacker. But it'll take him a while to come back from his sinus infection deal. But yeah, I'm gonna keep him at the Mike linebacker because he got experience, and for us, if you're smart and tough, you can play for us, and he's got game experience now. Again, we want athletic guys and guys that can play out in space, and I think us having the competition with Jakob playing and Kenny Bynum playing and now Dylan at that position, that gives us the competition that we need at the position.
Where do you see Darren when you get Darren in the fall? Where do you?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Kirkland, when you have him in the fall, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I see him as a Mike linebacker as well. Again, it's the way the game is played. You only play with 2 linebackers in the game, which is so much nickel. So you want to keep stacking your house up with athletes, and DK is that guy that he runs 4.5, 4.6, so he can play in space and also he can play the Mike. But we brought him in here to play the Mike position, and I thought if he had stayed healthy, he would at least competed for that position.
Where's Gavin Bryan? Is he still learning?
He's still learning, and he's swimming right now. He's practicing like a freshman, like a guy that's been on the scout team all year. And I foresaw that. A young guy that's all of a sudden you got to get thrown out there and you have to communicate to all people. You got to be spot on. You can't call the calls wrong, and because there's a lot of things at that mic, and you have to command the presence of that position. So right now it's like some days are good, some days are bad. We understand it, so we just got to keep pushing it.
How much more athletic are you guys at linebacker than you were when you came in here? You recruited that position.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys are certainly faster there.
I think we're a lot faster. With Cortez and Elliott at that position now, I mean, both those guys can run. And then we got Dylan and Kenny Bynum, so he's dropped 3 or 4% of his body fat. He's changed his body, and he's playing a lot faster. He gets it now, too, because, what makes guys better at the position is competition. And so for Kenny, he has to know I got to be the smartest guy in the room. And for Kenny, he knows his limitations. He knows that what he can do in space and how he'll get attacked in space. And being smart helps him. But I tell you what, guys like for our outside guys, it's easy to recruit it because those guys are that hybrid position. That Mike guy is almost like the cover down there guy.